Hello everyone, welcome once again to 12 Stripe Restaurant. My name is Bonilla, Executive Chef of the hotel and of your 12 Stripes Restaurant. We are here once again to do a nice dish from our 12 Stripes menu, our dinner menu that is. And well, we're going to show you some of the ingredients that we're going to be working on with today. Okay everyone, so these are our ingredients. As you can see, we have a lot of flavors and textures going on here. We have a little bit of spinach that's going to be the base for our dish. We have asparagus, parsley, red onion, garlic, goat cheese, and on the other side we have our beet sauce, balsamic reduction, shallot, and chicken stock. So make sure you have your pen, paper, and we're gonna pass the ingredients on right now so you can write them down. You'll have enough time to do that, and we're gonna get on cooking. So let's get rolling, all right? Okay everyone, now that you have written down your ingredients, we're gonna start by doing just a couple of preparation items. The first one is gonna be chopping up some shallot, and then we're gonna pass on to the parsley. Now with shallot, really nice ingredient. You just have to be very careful when you mince it. Why? Because we're gonna mince it really small, but we don't want to overwork it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it just once. We're gonna show you how. It's really easy. Just pay a little bit of attention. Obviously, you want to keep the root on at all times. That's gonna help you into keeping the shallot all together. Then we're gonna slice it with the root on the back. We're gonna slice it little by little. And then after that, we're just gonna cut across to get a nice dice. I wouldn't normally do this with an onion, but since the shallot has sometimes these sides, these flat sides, it's a little bit easier to do it this way. And after that, just tucking in your fingertips, go ahead and chop it up nicely. Go for a nice, very small dice. As you can see, it's looking nice already. And don't worry about those stray pieces, those stray long pieces. We'll get back to those. You can pick them out a little bit. You have the nice part, and then just go ahead and go through the knife. We have finished with our shallots, and now we're gonna go on to the parsley. As you can see, there's very little prep that we do on this dish, because one of the things that we try to do at 12 Tribes is try to conserve the integrity of our dishes. One of the things that we like to promote in our restaurant is that we do cooking with Mexican ingredients, and then we put on our own techniques, the techniques of the chef, and with that complement, we come out with this creativity and with these new types of dishes. So we're gonna go on to the parsley. What I like to do with the parsley is just curly parsley. Why? Because it's easier to chop, and the flavor is not as stringent as in other types of parsley, like the flat parsley. So what you need to do is just pick out the nice leaves of the whole stack, and we're gonna bunch it up really tight. We're gonna put the knife right into the parsley, press against it, and then we're gonna go ahead and chop it. And again, like we were saying with the shallot, don't worry too much about any large stray pieces. We can get to those when we're done with the first cut, or as we're gonna do right now, we are going to just pass the knife a couple of times across our parsley, one side and then the next. And like in some restaurants, they'll take out the juice from the parsley, squeezing it through a cloth, usually cheesecloth. I don't like to do that because once again, I'm losing vitamins, I'm losing minerals, so that way we are keeping the integrity again of the ingredient. Alright, so now we have our pan ready to go. It's nice and hot. Just remember, be careful, because if you put the oil and it's too hot, the oil is gonna burn. You want the pan to be hot but not scalding hot, and you'll notice that right away the oil is gonna smoke, and then you have to repeat the whole operation because you don't want that burnt flavor from the oil. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of oil in our pan. Then we're gonna start by sauteing the red onion. The red onion is just sliced very thin, not too thin though. You don't want it transparent. You want a nice body on the onion. You'll be able to see right now what it looks like. And what you want to do is just toss it around a little bit on the oil and leave it alone. Let it cook. Let it get going with the sugars caramelizing, and you will start developing the flavor that we do want here in this recipe. Okay, so now that you have your onions working and they're starting to caramelize, sweat a little bit, we're gonna add the spinach. And again, you don't have to work the ingredients too much. You want to keep the integrity. So we're just gonna grab our clean spinach with, you know, the whole thing, leaves and everything. We're gonna add it to our pan and we're gonna saute it. This time around at high heat. You want to increase the heat now. Why? Because you want to lose a little bit of the liquid that you have in the spinach. So you're gonna toss it around and let the spinach start cooking. It's gonna go down in volume. If you're cooking for more people, you can add more spinach at a time. One of the things that you have to remember is that in this case we have baby spinach, so we can keep a little bit of the stock. It's not going to be tough. But if you have older spinach, thick leaf spinach, you do want to remove that stalk because it's going to be very fibrous. Okay, we're going to let it go for a little bit. And while this happens, what we're going to do is we're going to start getting our pan ready for our asparagus. The asparagus spears, just nicely washed. Again, you don't have to blanch them. We want to get all the nutrients out of it. So we're gonna add a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna add the asparagus spears that have been previously trimmed. And in this case, we are gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. You don't have to overcomplicate it too much. And we're gonna let those cook. Now be mindful, you sometimes have some thick ones, some thin ones. Don't worry about it. Let them cook, let the heat do its work, and you're gonna enjoy this dish really, really well. Now, while this is going, we have our beet sauce. Our beet sauce is mainly just beets, onion, garlic, a little bit of chicken stock, pureed all together, and then cooked. We send it through a sieve, and then after we send it through a sieve, it comes out as a very, very nice thin sauce. We're gonna add balsamic reduction, which is mainly just balsamic vinegar reduced with a little bit of honey. And if we do have any problems with any of the consistencies, that's why we have the extra added chicken stock. So that way we can add a little bit to it and return the sauce to the consistency that we want. So we're gonna add a little bit of the sauce to our pan, and we're gonna finish our dish once the asparagus are done. Okay, so our asparagus are almost done. Now we're gonna add the finishing touches to the spinach, which is a little bit of the shallot and a little bit of the garlic. Why we add it to the end is because we want to keep a little bit of the raw flavor of the onion, of the shallot on our preparation. And the garlic, one of the things that I like to do with garlic is roast it and then just preserve it in oil. It gives me a lot more flavor and a lot more control when I go ahead and cook my dishes. So we're gonna let that blend together. We're gonna put it aside, keep it with the heat. As you notice, we have already gotten ready our beet sauce, and we are gonna add a little bit of the chicken stock because it has over reduced. So just adding a little bit of the chicken stock to it brings it back to life and helps us out into taking it back into consistency. So now we have pretty much all our components ready to go, which is what we needed. Asparagus cooked, spinach sauteed, and the sauce ready to go. We're gonna get ready to plate up, and we'll be almost done. So we're done with our ingredients. The only thing that we have left now to do is just add a little bit of freshness of the parsley into our asparagus, and we are ready to plate up. The sauce is to consistency, so we're gonna go ahead and plate it on our dish. Obviously, depending on how nice you want it to look, depends sometimes on the design of the dish. We place a little bit of the sauce on top of the plate. Then we add, you can bunch up the spinach a little bit. Place it on top. A little bit of center. Grab the asparagus. Just carefully because this is gonna be hot. Place the asparagus on top of the spinach. Again, be careful because everything is really, really hot. And now the only thing that we have left is to place the goat cheese. The goat cheese goes fresh, it goes cold. And why do we do this? To give a contrast between all the temperatures that you have. You're gonna have crispy, soft, and cold, hot in this regard. Okay, so now we are done. As you can see, it's a beautiful dish. It's a very, very healthy dish. And well, this is part of our 12 tribes menu. Obviously, as we love our guest, we have one right here. She is more than willing to try it for today. And we hope that, well, she enjoys it.
Oh my gosh, that is so delicious.
Great. Glad to hear.
So delicious.
Perfect.
How do you do that?
Well, as you know, we have our video already done, so please make sure you watch it and stay tuned because there are a lot more programs that we're going to be doing here at your 12 Tribes restaurant in sunny Medano Beach. Thank you for joining us again, and we hope to see you back soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Delicious.
All yours.
All mine.
Provecho.
On the gas, cause I don't wanna miss this. This opportunity will only come once in my life. My life. I gotta hurry, hurry, hurry now. Quick, quick, quick. Just step on the gas, cause I don't wanna miss this. See what you're bringing me, boy.